Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Daily Red Devil for all of your latest Manchester United transfer news and talk. We have got a massive story for you this morning. This broke late last night. I am a few minutes late reacting to the story, so I do apologise for that, but we are here nonetheless. If this is your first time watching, please do subscribe to the channel. We are about to hit 43,000, and be sure to give the video a like as well. So, the news that we've got for you this morning is in relation to Bryan and Mbeumo. This is coming out from everybody from Fabrizio to David Ornstein to Sky Sports. Everybody's reporting this. That apparently Manchester United have just had a £62.5 million bid rejected by Brentford for Bryan and Mbeumo. How do we feel about that? 62.5 million and it's been rejected. Oh dear. It's another one of those sagas, isn't it? So just to be clear, the bid that went in was 55 million up front, plus a further 7.5 in add-ons, taking a total to 62.5 million, and that was rejected. They said, no, we don't want that. And apparently they're asking for 62.5 million up front. I mean, what I will say about this from the off is, okay, Manchester United are going to end up spending 8 weeks negotiating for a deal, only to then pay the money that Brentford want anyway. It's so obvious. It's so obvious that we're just going to literally waste all of our summer on one deal and give it 4 weeks. We'll give them the money they want anyway. You have Omar Barada coming out saying that we're not going to be taken for fools in the transfer market. We're not going to overpay. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. I just don't understand. I mean, do we think 62.5 million is overpaying? I don't think it is. I think it's probably fair, realistically. And the thing that's the most annoying for me is, if he's not in that pre-season camp, which starts a week on Monday, it's in about 8 days, what do we do then? They just need to give them the money or move on. It's as simple as that. But yeah, how's everyone feeling about this one this morning? I'd love to get you guys' opinions on this. Do you think that Manchester United are getting taken for a ride here? Or do you think that this is a good deal? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm very interested to see what you guys all have to say about this one. I'm not that bothered about it. I think 62.5 million is probably fair in the grand scheme of things. I just don't understand why they've drawn it out for so long. That's the bit that I don't get. You know, like this could have been dealt with a long time ago. But instead, like I said, we've just dragged this deal out until it's got to a point now where they've sucked the life out of it. You know, the Manchester United fan base are looking at this situation thinking, oh, you know, like it's just a deep breath is all that I can say. But yeah, I still do think this deal will happen. So don't lose all hope. I would be absolutely stunned if this deal didn't happen now, but it's just a case of we will give them the money they want. Brentford wants 62.5 million up front. We will give them 62.5 million up front. And it's as simple as that. Very, very frustrating, but let's be honest, it's hardly surprising in the grand scheme of things. Knowing how Manchester United operate, knowing how bad we are at negotiating, are we surprised? Not really. So yeah, where do we go from here? I mean, the only place we can go from here is we give them the money they want and we sign the player. So that's probably what will happen. We'll give them the money they want. He'll become a Manchester United player and we'll have spent 8 weeks negotiating for a deal where we'll just give Brentford the money they want anyway. You know? Al says he thinks we're getting ripped off. And he says it makes us look weak. Wow. I kind of agree. I think it makes us look weak in the sense that we've spent all of the last 4 or 5 weeks negotiating to then give them the amount of money they want anyway. That doesn't make us look like we're good at negotiating, does it? But I would still say that he's worth the amount of money that is being mentioned. I think 62.5 million up front is actually not that bad. I think it's quite reasonable. So I'm not that upset about, you know, the amount of money that's in conversation here. I don't think it's that unreasonable. But at the same time, with the amount of business we need to do this summer, with the amount of outgoings we need to do, with the amount of signings we need to make, it does just frustrate me a little bit that we could have been doing other deals now. But for some reason, we seem to be fully focused on this one deal and we can't get that one deal done. That's the bit that's annoying me. And that's the bit which I think is going to make us look back on this situation and say, why did we waste so long doing it? But yeah, I mean, how do you guys feel about this one? Are you happy with 62.5 million? Do you think it's too much? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section. As Al says, are we getting ripped off? Does it make us look weak? Like, there's loads and loads of questions to ask here. So do you get in the comments on this one and let me know your thoughts, because I'm very, very interested to see what you all have to say on this situation, because there obviously isn't a right or wrong answer. It's just a case of opinion. Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult, isn't it? I just want this deal to get done. I just want them to become a Manchester United player because he clearly is our number one target. He clearly is who Manchester United want to sign. So just do the deal. Just give them the money. 62.5 million is not that unreasonable, I don't think. What is unreasonable, though, is spending all summer negotiating a fee and then just giving them the amount of money they want anyway. You know, that's the bit that's unreasonable to me. It's like, yeah, well, like we could have had this done a long time ago. Is how I feel about it. We could have had this literally done months and months and months and months ago. But instead, we just find ourselves scratching our heads saying, oh, we're not going to get taken for a mug in the transfer market. And we are just being taken for a mug here. But anyway, it is what it is. Just to summarise, 62.5 million I think is fine. The bit that I'm complaining about is just give them the money. Just give them the money. They're not going to accept 55 million. They said that 4 weeks ago, and that's what we offered. I mean, what did they really expect? Brentford always said they wanted 62.5 million up front. We've spent 5 weeks to put together this amazing deal, and we offer them 7.5 million less than what they want. Al says Liverpool, City and Arsenal would never pay this much for Bryan and Mbeumo and walk away. I mean, that is still an option. I don't think we will, though. I think we'll just give them what they want. So, you're not wrong, Al. Maybe they wouldn't do this deal, but I mean, you say that Liverpool have just spent 130 million on Florian Wirtz, who's never played in the Premier League before. City spent 100 million on Jack Grealish, and Arsenal spent 100 and something million on Declan Rice. So, I don't think this is that much of a bad deal. Like, none of those players... The season that Bryan and Mbeumo just had, he got 20 goals in the Premier League. Like, he's clearly a good player. And, you know, those 3 clubs that you've mentioned, Liverpool spent nearly 100 million on Van Dijk. Like, I don't think it's fair to say none of the other teams would do that because they have done big deals for lots of money in the past. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to wrap the video up here, guys. Just a short one to bring you this news story. I will go live again today if something breaks. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like the video. And obviously get in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on this Bryan and Mbeumo situation. Do you think this is a good deal? Do you think it's a bad deal? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you very much for watching. Have an amazing Saturday, everybody. And I will speak to you all later. Bye.